Morning, Hayden.
Morning, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Did you keep your Euro US running?
Yeah, I have at the moment. It's not looking good. Just popped up in the last, I forgot about it actually, just till you said it.
I closed it in the morning.
Yeah, I think I forgot about it. We'll see. I'll see what this initial little this next hour will do.
It's got room to go back up. Fill the gap in the daily.
It did nothing, did it? In Asian session.
Yeah. It's a shame. Up. Did you see the EMAs? If we had them on yen pairs.
Selected the wrong one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Should have gone the 30. Oops. Yen. US yen. Yeah. And it was a little bit it timed out just before this move.
Yeah.
So that was the one I'm looking for. I saw that, I was like, oh damn it, just missed.
Yeah. Same with the dollar.
Yeah.
Dollar.
That's dollar yen.
Oh yeah. Pound yen.
Pound yen.
Same.
Was the same. Just missed. This would have been amazing. Just timed out just before, because that was 6 o'clock, and it would have timed out at 20 to 6. What about Kiwi US? That was looking for the green one. Yeah, that was way off.
Yeah.
Euro US. Pound US. Sorry. Swiss yen was another one.
Did you do Swiss yen?
That I was thinking of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All the yens did the same thing. Then Aussie yen was the one I was really keen on. That one would have worked out well. I was looking from the 400, which is or would have made this one. Damn it, that would have been excellent. Yeah,
next time.
I'm gonna change that to the 400 there. So, oh well. I should have taken it. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Anyway,
I got mute.
What's that?
I'll go on mute.
Oh no, you can stay on. All right, so we did have a little bit of news overnight. Wage price went down, Aussie, the index, just a little bit. But the main was this one, where they actually discussed what was discussed in the policy in the meeting. Sorry, and there wasn't a whole lot of headlines from it. The main thing was it was pretty much what they were discussing. So what they basically said was that there might be further rates hikes. So board considering raising rates by another 25 basis points or holding steady. They saw a credible path leaving it at 4.1%, but there may be some need for further tightening. So we need to keep an eye on the data. If the data keeps on coming out and employment's strong, spending's still strong, sales still strong, inflation's still not coming down as quick as they would like, then I would imagine that there could be a possibility the next meeting will be two outcomes. It'll either be hike or hold again. There's no suggestion of cutting at all. And then it's just going to be an odds thing. So here's our little scales. And every time we get strong data, strong employment, it's going to push it onto that. It's going to start weighting this scale higher, and that would be the more probable outcome. Every time it's something that comes out weak and good for inflation, as in bringing inflation back down, then that would that will come down. Then that will lead to that outcome being the one that'll be priced in. So it's going to be like a percentage kind of thing. So we'll just see. We'll just keep an eye on the data. Hey Joey, how are you? Good to see you though. So we will see. We will see. So, man, German was a bit of a prick yesterday, wasn't it? Made us wait so freaking long. I haven't changed any of this yet. But did we see who actually got? There's a few people got the move. Finally, after playing around in all this area, this is my target zone, and it wasn't actually until we took the high of it before we started seeing some decent price action. So looking at the 30-minute, even then, like I thought, yeah, after I saw this 30-minute candle, I was like, this one's likely due now, so just needed to see a retest of it. So having a look on the lower time frame, we got really strong candle, price pushed up, we had a wick fill, we had a little push down, and then we didn't get really much of, this one here moved down like 30 pips and then came back up, closed really strong and bullish. Next one came up, little doji. So that was the first like kind of clue as well, thinking that maybe it's going to respect it, but the problem was it broke the high. So once it broke the high, there's no real trade here, because we need to see, when we're looking for these rejections, we're wanting to see if price is pushing up, we're wanting to see a rejection candle followed by a lower rejection candle, not a higher one. A higher one's dangerous, because once we've made a high, 8 times out of 10, we retest that high. So we want to see this one retested now. Okay, so let's skip for another 15 minutes. By that stage, this is way after the stream had closed. Bullish candle now, so looking like it's picking up liquidity. Once we've got like 2 of these happening, we're going to at least do a wick fill, test that wick. Price filled that wick, pushed up a little bit higher. Then we saw a rejection candle. Good. So now this could be retested by another rejection candle, and then we can look for these sells. Price pushed down. Another, looked like it was going to be a rejection candle, but it closed bullish. Another one, another rejection candle, far out. Like, this is when all of this volume was, because I was a little bit concerned of how large the Asian session was. And then when we had all this volume pushing up, it's like a big ship just slowly having to turn. So remember, the least probable outcome is that V shape. So it was just this is just a real battle between buyers and sellers, just trying to take control. But we finally got another rejection candle. Hold true to the bias. Don't flip the bias. Need to see it followed by another one. Here's another one. There's your entry. So entering anticipation entry. If you're taking anticipation entries, you would have potentially got stopped out on probably this one. That would have been a participation. Participation. Kind of is participating in it, but anticipating that after a little doji, that this candle would flip bearish. It would have taken if you have your stop loss tight or just above there, that would have been a loss. This is another one, another anticipation entry, and that one actually closed bearish, and then this one is your confirmation entry as it's breaking the low, because there's a high chance now that if we're wicking up higher than the doji, flipping bearish, closing underneath this bullish candle, that this is your confirmation that you finally had a rejection followed by a retest. All these other ones were rejections followed by, it was retested, but it didn't close back bearish again. So it wasn't like sellers jumped in here and then sellers jumped in there again. So this one, when we look at this now, instead of sellers jumping in, potentially it was buyers taking some profit and jumping back in. So finally got like a decent little move. Target basically stayed the same. My target was 80, basically here, the base of this candle. Then we were able to finally start to fall down. I think, George, you're saying you scaled in somewhere around here?
Yeah, because I bought a very small risk initially. I left the initial trade and scaled in there. Yeah.
Then I was painting at that time, and I just was delighted to for it just to trigger the alert saying that profit had been hit. When I looked at it, I thought, oh, we could have gone a little bit lower actually. So where is a good idea? So I was thinking maybe it was gonna, this was the original pathway until it just took so freaking long to turn around. Pop quiz. When we're looking at resistance created or support created, can we see somewhere like why this reacted from this zone? Is there anything around here that would suggest another reason why it might, a different point of interest apart from that one I thought was just 50 pips basically, or 65 pips? But do I need to go further to the left, or is there sufficient price action here for us to have potentially taken a extended our target a little bit? Session low. Potentially. Euro high and the no wick candle. Yep, they're good areas. Euro high, no wick candle. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. You see like another little area where sellers jumped in. So rejection candle, bearish engulfing by the wicks. Little doji high, break the high and close bearish. So this area here as well, that's like a little, that's when these Asian sellers were in the mix, that is key price action. I don't like it too much because it's in the Asian session. I would prefer that to be like that kind of price action to be in like a New York session or London session, but it's the most recent price action that we have. That is where a resistance was created, then it got broke, and then it got retested. So you can see like why wasn't this the retest? Because when I put a zone across it from the wick high down to where the candle opened, nothing closed above it until it just launched. So this here was just sort of like, remember yesterday there was the pancake analogy? This was just eating away at their resistances, and then it just popped. And then as it's come back down, tested the top of it, tested the bottom of it, found that support, created support, confirmed that support, and then away it went. So good little zone analysis. Why like some key price action actually repeated itself in across all the different sessions. So that was like a little resistance. Finally broke above it. Was hoping to see for the sell maneuver to happen, we needed to see something similar. Sellers step in like here. So we had like one candle, but we never had the follow up until here, which was 11:15. 11:15, and then follow up 11:45. Anywho, finally got it. Didn't get it in the session or the stream really. It was a late move. It was the buys were the ones that made sense. After in hindsight, but I was looking for sells. Cool. All right, so we're taking out this liquidity now. So I can pretty much remove this old block. This was the one that I had higher. Where are we at? Oh, we got like oh no. It's gonna say, initially, at first glance, I thought this was the wick low. And then this one retested the high. Didn't close bearish, but it closed like a small body, higher wick candle. 7 o'clock. This was the UK. This is around the same time as UK unemployment. So we've still got the point of interest above it. Let me just get this link for this YouTube so I can get some love on it. Get some love on it. Oh, where's my espresso? There it is. Got 2 coffees in front of me, drinking from the wrong one. I had a sip already. All right, just did some top down. What do you guys reckon? Up or down today?
Just hit that 4-hour zone and took out the 4-hour doji, so could continue down now that it's got that liquidity.
Mm-hmm. Dave thinks down as well. I mean, it's a flip of the coin, really. It is the bias for something like German 40. What's more important? The bias or waiting for something you recognize?
Waiting for something you recognize, because sometimes my bias is wrong and then I just miss everything.
Mm-hmm. But does German usually give decent moves both directions?
Both directions, yeah.
So it's really about zone analysis and price action, isn't it? We could be wrong on the bias. I mean, wasn't there? It was last week. Last week where was that monster day? This one here. This one here. We got a buy for 50 pips up here. And then it just tanked 200. So like, you can see usually, I mean, there are times that pisses me off that it's just one-way traffic the whole session. But how often does that happen, to be honest? Like if you've got risk management and you never really over risk in the first place, then we can take 1, 2, 3 losses and it sucks, but we know we can get that back. Risk reward is already in your favor with German 40. can usually get a 2-to-1 at least. Okay, so daily, I've just extended some of these POIs. People are new to the channel. The thicker black lines, these are the monthly close levels. So these just live on my chart, and they can look a little bit messy, but when you go the lower time frames, they're quite spread out, and you can see like how they do hold up. Like even yesterday, that where that candle rejected from was basically the monthly level. Okay, but daily, we're stuck in this range. I like the sells. This is a kind of annoying candle to trade against. So maybe we will see a little bit more upside before pushing down again. 4 hours, we've taken the high of the doji. This one just took the high by 0.6 of a pip. If this one can close bearish, we've got a fairly easy run down, I reckon, because we've got a liquidity candle here, semi-liquidity candle here. Looked like that just dropped a bit then, and then this one's taken the high of this doji and then started the drop. So we've got 8 minutes till the open. So we've got not going to be in any position until at least 8 o'clock. Let's check the 3 hours. 3 hours looking the same. This will be a bit annoying if it closes with no wick. But 3 hours looking good. 2 hours. This is the Euro session. Now took the Asian high, and now we've broken the Asian low. So we do have. There's always going to be interesting zone around 50% of the New York. So I'll just mark that as 50. NY 50%. London was a pretty small session when we look at it now. It's normally the bigger one. Maybe there's a lot of pent up volume. Okay. This has moved 50 pips now. Due for a pullback. Is anyone in a trade right now? Okay, so here is support and a retest, but it's in the Asian session. Not a huge fan of that, but we do have a resistance here, the one that actually triggered that move down. So from this whole area to the open here, now we had a candle close below it. Morning, Marin. I would like to see some price action around here to continue that downside. We don't forget that we do have this wick here that we could fill, and this one here has actually got no top wick, so maybe we could even see that one retested first, but the sales are looking likely. The 200 EMA, that's where Marin's in from. I just find us a normal moving average on here. You're more, what now? Oh yeah, okay, good one. So I can actually draw this. On the 1 hour. So Marin's in for a sell from around this zone. Good one, you're in for a good one here. So that's already nearly 40 pips profit. Okay, it's at the 50 EMA on the M30, which I think was the zone that Alan was flagging a while back as a point of interest in the London session. I think it was the zone. Alan, do you remember?
I actually can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Rob or someone. But I just chucked it up on the chart and realized it's just traveled down to hit it. Maybe it's the point it turns around for a pullback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
There's a lot of steam in this candle. So this is one of those ones that there could be, I'm not going to take it, but you could easily see breakouts. This continued push down to the next support area. We're going to close 80% on support. I'm saying this is probably where you're looking at. This is structure. Yep. We've got a doji. This is a New York session doji. This is a point of interest. Damn, I think the train's just left without me. So this happened early. So yesterday happened late. This one happened really early. But this whole area up here is a lovely little resistance zone. So I guess could have taken as it was breaking the low, but that's just not my style of entering. So there's no FOMO. There'll be another entry. Be annoying just watching this go because I've got time constraints today, so I can't stream as long as yesterday to try catch something. This one will finish around. I've got to be somewhere at 9:30. I've got a webinar to do, but just no wick on this one. Just straight opened and dropped. See if we can pull one back though. These no wicks. Oh, well done. Come on, man. There we go. Gosh, there's a lot of no wicks on the 5 minute. Cool. Well, I think my plan is going to just, hopefully from the outset, it just pushes down, comes back, retest 50% of euro, and then we can have at least a retest of the low. Something like quite a simple plan. Targeting this area for price action. And then from here to here is around 50 pips. 50 pips. It's kind of what I'm anticipating. So here's the open. This is the first minute. Nice little 14 pip push. We'll go to all chart view, hey? Let's look at 30 minute top bottom left. 15 minute top left. 5, 1. Yeah, that's good. I'll leave the sessions on Just a 5 minute. Actually, I'll keep it on 3 minute, not the 5. All right, so we opened and just dropped, which is kind of what, when you see that much volume, often that's what will happen. You just get a straight drop. But because it's moved so much, I don't know if it's going to be like a one-to-one move or not. Either way, once it gets a little bit lower, I think it could come back halfway in this area. Oh, Daniel, I just saw your your second email.
Oh yeah, mate. Worry about it later. It's not a biggie.
Yeah, you got to, if you change the EMA period, you've got to cite where it says the red writing entry 50 EMA. You got to cycle through that one until it's the one that you're selecting.
So it changes the manual changes that red number.
No, the red number's always locked to the 50. You just got to.
Oh no, sorry, the change. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, once you change that manual one, you would have to flick through the entry until
To find it.
To find it. Yeah, because there's only one that will be the custom
sense.
one. So this,
Makes sense.
yeah, this one was set to the 50, but then you just got to cycle through that. Oh, good.
Perfect. Thanks, mate.
You're welcome. All right, so looks like it's just stuck. Come on, man, let's go. Remember, we're patient. We're patient traders here.
I entered long Haydos off the break of that 15,900 level.
15,900. The break of this candle, or when it sort of pushed down again?
When it pushed down and then grabbed liquidity and pushed back up again.
Cool, good one.
I'm looking on the 1 minute chart.
Mm-hmm.
The candle's obviously bullish at the moment. It hasn't closed on the 5. Well, actually now it has.
Oh, this bad boy here. Down,
Yeah.
up, down.
Yeah. I usually keep eye on the round 100
Round numbers, psychological numbers, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not expecting a 200 pip push, but there's usually a reaction.
Yeah, and I think after having such a big push down, breaking the low,
exactly.
that often it will have that little reaction there.
I just missed the sell. I was keeping an eye on it, but then just mucking around with YouTube and when we took the Asian high in that European, like the Frankfurt Open candle. I was
This
hoping
one.
to sell that, but I just wasn't ready for it. It had already moved by the time I paid attention.
Yeah, it's before my trading time. That guy, but I liked it.
Frankie.
It's a good good level. Here we are. So you must be around 20 pips up.
Got two entries, 13 pips up on one and 20 on the other. So yeah, 33 all up.
Very good. This is the bottom of that support zone. This green shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Previous support zone. Potentially now resistance zone. I preferred to draw on the body of the one that happened in the higher volume session, as opposed to, like, say, this one or this wick. Just as a reminder. Resistance created in London, support created in Asian. Now it's acting as a potential conflict zone. Engulf this 1 minute, we'll be doing all right. What's happening in 3 minutes? Just printing bullish candles. Damn, man, come on. I think it's missed me. Just wanted it. I was literally just holding my breath for it to push up another few pips.
Enter off that last swing.
Yeah, I really wanted to take it from the 50%. Just wanted to see some little wick higher. That would have been the perfect outcome. Would have given Glenn a beautiful little push up. It still could do the push up, and it could have given us. It would have just followed the pathway nicely. Yep, Vassal. Yeah, how are you? That's what I was looking for. I was looking for it to break the euro low from the initial open, push down a little bit. Probably prefer to push down a little bit deeper, and then get sellers really interested, and then pull back on them, and then look for those sells again.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see more of a significant low created, so that 8 times out of 10 we can retest that low. But it's been a little bit dodgy. Wasn't quite low enough, wasn't quite high enough for me to enter. It's kind of just been really, I mean, like if you look at where the 5-minute candles have been closing, we're stuck in this very narrow area, just collecting contracts, collecting liquidity, just getting buyers and sellers, just entering their lot sizes, piling into it, passing the lot sizes over to the liquidity providers, and then we're going to see where's the volume going to go to, where's the weight. At the moment the weight is kind of like in the sandwich. Here's the filling, but the bread's too thick. Looks like there's a shitty sandwich.
It's 3 days old.
Yeah, you eat it and you're like, oh, there's too much bread in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like having a chef in the chat. He had some good ones. Hunger is the best sauce. That's my favorite. I was thinking about that one when you said that. Yeah, the good Reuben's amazing. Hey Ivan, how are you? Oh, is it going to move now? What did you do? Did you do anything in terms of management, Glenn?
I was going to give it a chance to do the double bottom.
Mm-hmm.
If it breaks the low, I'll cancel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've given it a decent amount of space with my stop loss, but I will close it if it goes any deeper.
Yeah. Yeah. Lose less than you intended. Giving it a good shot though. Yeah, good one. Maybe Ivan, you've missed some of the boring part. Maybe you haven't missed the whole boring part. It's not really doing a whole lot from this open. Oh, now coming back up.
There's a lot of candles there with no wicks, isn't there?
From above here, yeah, definitely.
And even in this little section that we've just created now.
On the 1 minutes.
But there's no top wicks, no bottom. They're just all square candles.
Yeah.
A couple of little wicks here and there, but just
yeah. I prefer not to look at the 1 minutes on German 40. I feel like maybe there's just not quite enough, like on gold you can see a bit more detail in the 1 minutes, and I find German is the sweet spot is probably a little bit higher than the 1 minute. Otherwise you get some of these noisy candles. That's from my point of view. It doesn't mean it's That's just the way I see it. That by far doesn't mean it's correct or not, the way I see it. Yesterday my runner hit the TP to the pip and ran away, not seen it for a long time. Oh, you picked the bottom, huh? Perfect. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong. Finally, can do get the snake in the grass again. Hunting this zone. Might not come back. Damn it, I think it's going to be like that shallow pullback. This zone held too nicely that it didn't even get to put a little fork up through it to grab more liquidity. I'm not going to chase. I'm not going to chase this though. Short from the top of this 5-minute candle. Did you take that, Vassal? You took a short from here? Oh wait, 5 minute. You took from here, this one? Cool. "911, you calling for help, are you?" Yeah, it could be like this one here was a bullish 5-minute candle, but we did close, like the wick's longer than the body, and we didn't close higher than the candle to the left of it. So there is always going to be a question mark. Is this wick a rejection wick or a candidate for a wick fill? And you're not really sure until you get another candle to confirm it. Where this one potentially has confirmed it now, because what it did is it retested the body and then closed bearish, broke the low, couldn't close below it, so we're still sort of stuck in this little range. But it's looking, but we do have some momentum to the downside. So the probability is, with a rejection wick followed by a retest, that we could get this further downside. What I'm hoping for selfish reasons is that it pushes down, looks really enticing for sellers, comes back to Haydos entry and then push it down. Because we're hidden, you know, we're camouflaged, just waiting here. Oh man. The zone held. So this is the New York session hourly doji. So this is a point of interest. This thin black line doesn't mean you enter off any point of interest. But this was a not a New York low, but it was a New York doji.
This level was a support last week as well.
In the middle of the range support though.
From the 10th.
It's a dodgy area looking for supports in the range. Like look how, like, if you had to say percentage wise, how often does this level hold? It just breaks often. It's one of those shitty areas that's like a bit of a headache. This is the 10th. Yeah, this is one you're looking at, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fall through that zone.
Yeah.
The Asian high from Monday as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna
50% from Monday.
I'm gonna concede defeat that I missed this move. Here's the New York 50% now. Bummer. So got the pullback, but it reacted off my support, turned resistance. Where what I was hoping was going to do was a wick higher and give me that, like, because this would be the low. This would be the low I was targeting, and entering like here, or even realistically the time you get into the trade here, this here, is there enough space? It's a bit difficult for me to have done that one. Where up here, gives yourself plenty of room. I was close to pulling the trigger. Like, I was really close, thinking that as this was pushing bullish and it was like a full blue candle, I was thinking it was just going to do a bit of a pop up and it was going to be a cowboy entry. Cowboy entry because the 30 minute going with this volume made a lot of sense to that cowboy entries could work out. But like, look, this wouldn't go with this candle here. And the H1, yeah, oh absolutely the H1, because that includes this candle here then. Absolutely. Because this is reacting off of over this candle. This candle, this candle, this candle, this candle. Got all the, you don't have any engulfing bullish candles. So all of this is liquidity to be swept. Whereas you've got rejection, rejection, engulfing candle, rejection candle, rejection candle, rejection candle, rejection candle. So you've got to go that way. You can do micro scalps, like Glenn likes the 1 minutes, and you do get react. You saw you got a reaction from here. Okay, it was a 20 pip reaction, but it's you got to be in and out of these kind of trades, or you just got to be ready to cut the losses when it doesn't. Like if it's coming back here, you've got to be prepared just to say you're on the wrong side. Now we're at these monthly levels again. What a shame, huh? This would have been a perfect opportunity to have taken the sell in the first half an hour of London Open. Whereas yesterday, waited so long. Now, if I was selling and I was like, yeah, I'm in the trade here, and price is down to here, now I put my stop to break even. Now hopefully price comes up, and then I'll have a sneaky little entry here. It won't be a pen in order though. It's going to be an alert. I'm still going to see if this level can hold. But we've already moved down quite a bit. This was, to me, I'm going to have to journal this one as a missed opportunity. It's moved 85 pips now. Oh, Vassal, but you got it though. That's a beautiful trade for you. Must be up 70 now. 70 pips.
Cool. Moving on.
Normally when it moves so much, I would think, maybe I can get the counter. But I'm not really sure I want to get in front of this train. What are the others doing? Gold's dead.
Yeah.
Aussie US falling away.
Yeah, retracing the news.
Euro US falling away. Very, very, very slowly. Dropped 11 pips. It's the only one I'm interested in because I'm still holding that sell. Pound Aussie. I was keen on these buys. But then I read one headline and I thought, I better look into this a little bit more. So I held off looking for those buys. That's moved up 100 pips. Man, pound and Aussies, this is like just killing my life. Pound New Zealand. So this is an idea for later. They're forecasting New Zealand, so overnight, this current AM, tonight, we're going to see RBNZ, Reserve Bank of New Zealand, continue to hold their rates. This rally here is that news being priced in already. So this is them being holding their rates steady. If the news comes out, which is pretty much flagged, and they're going to be holding their rates as is, what do you expect price to do? Pound's going to continue increasing the interest rates. New Zealand's going to continue to hold, and say their economy's lagging. What do you expect this to do? What do you expect this to do?
Break out, should keep going on.
Davis is bullish as well. This is the rate hold. That's the rate hold. News. This is consolidating. If the news comes out that they hold, might spike up, and I expect it to go down. Then it can bottom out, and then it can go up. But I'd expect during the news, I would say that you're going to see an opposite move. Because it's so well flagged that there will be a lot of interest in it, that as soon as the news comes out that they're holding, they're going to think that, oh, we're holding, you know, now it's time for New Zealand dollar to really lag and fall away and pound to go up. But the news, this was the move. The move came early. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Does that make sense? Like, why did this happen? Now, if they come out and they say something else, and they actually come out with a really hawkish hold, or a really dovish hold, as in like they say we're holding rates and we're planning on cutting it soon, that's new information brought to the table. That new information hasn't been priced in. It's only the information that they've got currently, which is New Zealand economy is not doing too well. As in, like, you know, everything's starting to really slow. The effect of the interest rates is really starting to have an effect. And they can say, like, oh, you know, if they've already flagged they're going to hold, the news has already been priced in. Now, if they bring new news to the table, then we'll see a different reaction. But if it just comes out as they're going to hold, then you're going to see price actually go down, not up. This is where the fundamentals gets murky. Alright, so we took out New York low and London low from yesterday. Holy, what a move. 100 pippers now. Marin's from the top. So good. Oh, my snake's going to die of hunger up there. That was the move I wanted. Such a shame, man. Now look at this daily candle. Yeah, you're done. You're definitely done for the day, Basil. Congrats, mate. That's good entry. Feels like it's only half an hour into the move as well. I think what I'll look for, I might have, because now it's actually dropped a lot, I might actually give a counter trend a go, but there's a lot of volume coming down. What do we need to wait for to see, like, you know, it can't just keep on going down forever, can it, in a straight line? For it to be a correction, and we have got volume, it's moved 100 pips. We can anticipate a 30 pip correction at least. At least a 30 pip correction. But what's the price action we need to see? Can we visualize what you need to see for that? What's one of the things we need to, what's the first thing we need to identify? And then what's the second thing? And then what's the third thing? And then we need to say the third thing is going to be A, B, C, and then we've got number 4. While we're waiting for something to happen, let's try work out what these are. What's number 1? What do we need to do first? identifiers always employs zones of interest and points of interest. Yep, that's the first thing. What's number 2? Yeah, rejections / price action. Yeah. Okay. What's number 3? Yeah, good one, guys. Killing it. Entry type. So I'll put that over here. Entry type. And what are the 3 entry types? There's actually 4 entry types. What's the first type of it? What's the first entry type? Yeah, sorry, what was that, Glenn?
Cowboy or impulsive?
Yeah, I said cowboy. Cowboy is the first one. This is not in preferred order. This is just the order of like how you'd get into the order of if you do the cowboy trade, that's the trade that gets you in, absolutely first. As in, it's not the best trade. It's not the absolutely. It's the most risky, but it's the one that you're just getting in as soon as it gets to a point. It's not the preferred option. Then you've got anticipation. Then you've got confirmation. And then we did have a D. Late entry. Okay, and then the next consideration. What's the 4th consideration now we need to make? Yeah, target. Target is there. I didn't really put that in there because I sort of think that's yeah, no, that's a good point. You do want to identify target. But we're sort of already I'll in my head I'm thinking 20-30 pips because it's counter trend going against this volume. So target's already sort of established. If it's with trend, I'm usually looking for at least 50. But the 4th one would be trade management. How are you going to manage this? Management. Management. So how I'm thinking is how much am I actually going to risk? How much am I going to scale out? Am I going to scale out in full? Am I going to leave a runner? And I think with a counter trend, because we are in a range, might leave a runner, but I'll close most of it. But that's the kind of order we're looking at. In terms of entries, which ones would I actually do? I would like to do an anticipation because it's counter trend. I think a confirmation. I'll do a sort of half cross on it. I'd say confirmation is going to take my risk reward to maybe even negative risk reward. Potentially. That makes sense? That sort of order of events.
I haven't used pivot points really yet. Do you place any value in observing them?
Some do. I don't. I never have it on my charts.
Just hit S1 right now.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes.
Glenn does. Marin does. You do, don't you, Glenn? Or have you stopped?
No, they're still on there. I've only got them on TradingView, but
yeah, okay. So this is at S1, is it?
We ran into it just by about half a pip.
Pivot point. I never. Oh yeah, there S1. I never put them on.
I don't hold much value in waiting for them to hit to the pip. It's more watching price action around the areas.
Yep.
That would tie into
Like
yours
you
always
see
a
a reversal
poison.
pattern, or
Yeah,
you
it's
see
easy.
like a nice low test bar, or just watch for what happens after it. Like you can take a cowboy entry off them, but you get stopped out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe HCS from that point of interest. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to
Yeah.
I need to establish
Just treat it like a horizontal.
I need to establish a point of interest or a zone of interest. So we've got Euro open. There's a little doji here. Hey Nigel. Yeah, mate. Late. But we missed everything anyway, so. Oh, not we. Me. Some people got it. It's not a bad little line, this one. Is that the line? Yeah. Change the color so it's not going to confuse on monthly levels. Pop a little cowboy entry somewhere. This is gonna go where the cowboy entry could be. Okay. This is going to be cowboy entry. Do a low risk of this. I would like to see a reaction first, though. would like to see. Yeah. Let's at least have a 3 minute. Let's bring the little cowboy hat over here. Okay, got a little 5 minute close, alright. 15 minutes has closed like a lot of weight coming down, but that's the target, to take the high of that no wick candle. Let's just see if we can get a straight wick fill. If we get a straight wick fill for this bearish, this little bullish wick, then don't enter on this guy. Wait for a reaction. Come on, feel that wick. Oh, good. So, see how it double bottom now, so this could be swept. It would annoy me if it just goes straight up from here. Come on. Come on, man.
No, I'm trying.
Okay, it's close now. Can we push it down? Oh, gap down. There we go. Coming up to the close of the hour. This hour is a huge candle. Come on. Another push. Still want to see a few little bullish candles. So where's my arrows? I want to see at least 2 of these. Happy for the 1 minutes, but let's see if we can at least get a couple of little bullish lower wick candles. Otherwise it's kind of just silly to enter into a buy. Okay, come on. 30 seconds. This could be the first one. Just waiting for it to close. Every time I bring the arrow across, it gets. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Alright. There's one. Let's see if we can get a second one. Gosh, broke the low. Take the one away again. Could be a fake out. Just want to see it sweep, do like a decent little sweep to grab liquidity, and then we can see this little. Only looking for a little correction. So maybe if it does like a little doji here, and then it could be a little anticipation entry. Because we're going to the close of the hour, if this is pulling back, just remember that this 1 hour candle can do like a little wick fill. So that's why it's like, don't enter up here somewhere. Try enter down the bottom. If you're going to do something silly like I'm going to do. Okay, 1 minute left. Okay, this is the close of the hour. 1 hour's close hella bearish. Done the wick fill, push down. This, gotta take this one away now. Now, around here. Gonna give this one a go. As soon as we can see a little tiny bottom wick being formed, I'd like to see a little fast move. The fast move would be the false move. Okay. I'm going to enter. If it breaks this low, I'm going to give it a little entry. Just break this low. Okay, I'm in. I pulled the trigger. It's about there. This is a cowboy. Your risk should be very low. What I don't mind about it is that the next hour candle already did the wick fill and broke its low, and it did it in the first few seconds or first minute of the new 1 hour candle. So we haven't created the top wick of this 1 hour candle yet. So there's a good chance that if we can survive the turbulence down here, that it can at least pull back and create that top wick. Because it is pretty risky, I'm going to secure it like 1-to-1. We're getting into this little candle as well. So this is like the last down move before the up move, which broke a swing high. This swing, okay, even though it's a little Asian swing. But just need to survive this initial volatility. So we do have a little resistance that got created. Here, this is a little resistance. So I will secure a bit when it gets, if it gets to here. It's really catching a falling knife. So like, just your risk has got to be low. It says I've got to go in a minute. So I want to see if this can survive. Did it take the low? No, equal lows. Come on, break the high. Come on, 12 pip push.
And good times.
Ooh. Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't come back.
That's because you have 3 units. Yeah. Yeah.
So if this one can engulf this candle, we're looking all right. Hoping that this one is going to pull back. Oh no, come on. I'm gonna can it. So unless it goes now, I feel like it's hesitating too long. That the cowboy entry, I want it to be a quick 20 pips. I don't want it to set up for a sweep. So, and I've got to get going. So I'm going to, I'll give it a shot. I'm going to move it to break even. So it's going to be, there's no risk whatsoever. Maybe just maybe there's the tiniest little chance that I'll survive and it will just push from here. Oh, looks like that was a good move. Rather than closing it, I just moved it to break even. Oh, I just got saved. Okay. Well, I'm gonna... Come on, up 11 pips. Let's go, come on. Push. Up 12. There's a couple no-wick candles here that it might struggle against. Come on. If we can just get the 20 pips, I'll be very happy to close it there. Oh, there we go. Easy. What were we even worried about? I've secured here. I've secured here. Not going to mess around. Yeah. That was 20. That was 20 pips. That was 1-to-1. Fire out. I almost closed it. Instead, I thought, oh, we're at like 2 pips away, so I was going to just move to break even, and then just let it do its thing. Yeah, give us 50 pips now. Oh, what happened? Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, that was weird. Default speaker just changed. All right, well, how did everyone feel with that? With that was tense for a minute, wasn't it? I just popped that into this Discord. So, well, we got there. We got a little trade at the end. So there was actually it wasn't really there was no confirmation at all. So I'm going to say this was a true cowboy. Because even this was a double bottom, so this trade cannot hurt my feelings now. But we didn't even get like a little reaction, but we did get this. Oh man, this was Just had to breathe through this one. Finally, though, we got like a little break. This would be, I guess, if you had to do a confirmation, this is your confirmation candle. This is the retest. Because we had a candle that wicked higher, closed bearish, didn't close higher than one to the left. This is shite right here. But we had something close above a resistance, had a little retest, and then you've got like a little this no wick candle area. There's gonna, we need a break above that to continue. Oh, look like we're doing it now. This no wick candle could pose a little bit of problems. We're operating in such a tiny range. Oh my god. Snuck that one in there. We're up 30 pips now. Fire up. We're done. I'm gonna have a heart attack, so I'm gonna get into my webinar and like woosah and just decompress. So I hate taking these kind of trades, but I had to get something because I had to get something recorded because yesterday wasn't recorded. This should have been the beautiful easy sells, but that bloody snake in the grass, it got scared it. Maybe I put it too early. But anyway, give a like to the stream, join the website. Don't forget to do that. The Discord's there for free as well. There's plenty of free stuff in there. There's obviously the premium section, which I'd love for you guys to join, but it's up to you. Cool. Anyway, take care. I've got to paint another bloody wall. So I successfully painted a wall yesterday. I'm going to have to go and paint another wall. 2 walls. 2 rooms, actually. And then I've got to move some stuff and then organize cleaning the carpet. So you ain't going to see me for New York. But I wish you all the best. So kill New York, crush gold. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya, Hayden. Good session.
You're welcome. Oh, wrong page. And George, you got the link for the coaching?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've got it.
Cool. Alrighty, so I shall see you guys. Oh, look at this. We're starting to push up now. Definitely 33 pips. Great trade. Okay, I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye.